Since their World Series win in 2014, the San Francisco Giants have failed to do much of anything in the postseason. They've made it only twice and won only 3 games in those 2 playoff runs. Their recent years have been incredibly mediocre, with an 81-81 record in 2022 and a 79-83 record last year. And those failed seasons were mainly due to the lack of good free agent talent being brought in. But in the offseason leading up to this 2024 season, the Giants have been able to spend money on good talent that will ultimately help them win more games. Before I go any further in the video, I would really appreciate it if you could like this video and subscribe to my channel, as I'm really close to 200 subscribers. Thank you. This offseason, the Giants have spent well over $300 million on coveted free agents like Blake Snell and Matt Chapman. This list also includes slugger Jorge Soler, flamethrower Jordan Hicks, and contact speed guy Jung-Hoo Lee. It's been a really busy offseason in San Francisco, and I want to take a moment to make some projections for how their improved team will fare this upcoming season. I'll start by talking about starting pitcher Blake Snell. Snell had a really interesting 2023 season, one in which he led the league in walks but also won the National League Cy Young Award. It was seemingly for this reason that his offseason saga began. His agent Scott Boras also has a definite hand in the reason why Snell took so long to sign a deal with any team. He declined a deal from the Yankees and other teams didn't even offer him anything. Throughout his career, he's been quite productive with the Rays and then the Padres, and now he really should be with the Giants. For 2 years and $62 million, the Giants are relying on him to keep the walks down and the strikeouts up in 2024 and 2025. The Giants signed third baseman Matt Chapman to a 3-year, $54 million deal, also during spring training like with Blake Snell. Chapman is another player represented by Scott Boras, and it's entirely possible that he didn't sign until late because of Boras and the ways he tries to make the most money for his clients. Chapman had his best season in 2018 with the Oakland A's, when they won 97 games and made the playoffs. Since then, he's been a pretty consistent player, putting up about 3.5 to 4 Fangraphs wins above replacement per season. If he can hit like he did in 2018 with the defense that he brings, he could really be an all-star in 2024. Outfielder/designated hitter Jorge Soler was signed to a 3-year, $42 million deal with the Giants this offseason. $14 million a season is decent value for someone like Soler, who can hit 30 to 35, maybe even 40 home runs in a season. In 2023, he had close to the lowest strikeout rate of his career, while also walking at an above-average rate of 11.4%. Soler walks, he hits for power, and now that the National League has the designated hitter, his place on this new Giants roster has been solidified. Coming off a career year with the Marlins, Soler should be a great commitment if he can keep the walks up and the strikeouts down. After a brief stint in Toronto to end last season, the Giants were able to steal away reliever/starter Jordan Hicks for 4 years and $44 million. Hicks will reportedly start the year in the starting rotation as a low-end guy. During spring training, Hicks was absolutely filthy, posting a strikeouts per 9 rating of nearly 15 in 17 innings pitched. He's only 27 and may even get better this year now that he'll be a starting pitcher and has increased confidence from that. $11 million a year for Hicks is great value assuming he can stay healthy, which may or may not be a big if. And the final big pickup of free agency for the Giants is Korean outfielder Jung-Hoo Lee. Like Hicks, he's been raking in spring training, compiling a .343 batting average and a .911 OPS in 35 plate appearances. As the batting average suggests, Lee has a contact-first approach when he comes to the plate. In 7 seasons overseas, Lee had a near .900 OPS and an amazing .407 on-base percentage with a walk rate of just under 10%. He doesn't hit all that many home runs, but still has many ways of being productive when he hits. Being the youngest of the players I've mentioned, he got the longest deal, 6 years and $113 million. If he's even part of the player he was in the KBO, this is a great deal for the Giants. So that marks the end of the Giants' surprise free agent frenzy. Some of these guys are high risk and some are low risk, but there's no question that they're all high reward if they can pan out. Guys like Thairo Estrada and Patrick Bailey could possibly have breakout years this season. The rotation has some unproven arms, I'll admit, but I think that Snell and ace pitcher Logan Webb, along with Jordan Hicks, can carry the slack and make the staff a respectable one, maybe even top 10 in baseball. And that's the end of the video, and thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thanks.